Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Thomas and Mack Center for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action between these two great warriors. He's on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence. Bradley's focus is front and center as he makes his right now.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the professional. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, the Sandman.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. It's touch gloves, come out fighting.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it.
We get matchups like this, guys that just won't quit. They'll be there every step of the way like Gaddy Ward. Sometimes there comes a point where one fighter thinks he's got himself an advantage. He's done something great, but then the other fighter doesn't go away. How does that play out in the minds of each fighter?
Usually it doesn't affect the kind of guys you just mentioned, Gaddy and Ward. They're made how to cement these guys. They're already set in their ways. They know what they have to do. They're not going to get thrown off just because somebody's still there.
Nice block by the professional. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Well-placed counter punch by Bradley. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Able to cover up that gut. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon.
We always see great athletes week in and week out, but Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball. Everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well, but basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
He just missed that shot up top. How about that exchange? That's a good block by Bradley. Well-targeted double jab by Bradley. Ten seconds remaining in this round. Nice block by the professional.
You need to move your hands from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move. Listen to me. You're not giving me enough punches, okay? Throw more punches.
All right, got that? So take your time. Take your time. Just fine.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. he returns on that exchange.
Keep your hand up, people.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Oh, and a two-punch combo by Bradley.
Keep the head moving.
The professional's in a real tough spot now with that cut. Fires right back at him. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Bradley. Final 10 seconds.
Okay, listen. You can throw him off with some head movement. That's it. Throw him off with head movement. Left, right. You need to double up your punches all night. Okay, keep boxing. You're doing great. Making it hard for him to hit you. Boxing smart now. In and out, side to side. You understand? Get the compress.
And round number 3 is underway. And a well-placed counter by Bradley. Bradley's swelling will have to be dealt with immediately. Bradley's box is not going to the body at all. He'd be so well served to do it, though, Teddy.
Yeah, but his opponent doesn't want him to. So, you know, he doesn't want to go against what his opponent doesn't want him to do. Because his opponent would love to keep throwing to the head because, you know, he can see those coming. He can move and avoid them. Body shots, you know, your head moves, but your body doesn't.
Bradley's now in a position where he may not even realize it, but the eye is getting worse. Still, he fights on.
He behaves like a fighter, and that's the greatest asset you have. It's not your jab, it's not your hook, it's not your power, it's not your footwork. It's your ability to behave like a fighter when you have to. He's doing that right now.
Coming to the halfway point of this 3rd round. He comes back with the left hand again. undoubtedly the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside. He's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customano used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Keep moving around the ring.
'Bradley's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Ten seconds to go in this third round. Round comes to an end, and that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Get any punches on.
You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this, brother. Get on that. Get on that.
Here we go with the fourth round. Protecting his head well with his guard. You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. The professional's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. That's a good block by the professional. The professional swelling will not be what his corner wants to see. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Halfway through this round here. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Bradley.
Move your head.
Blocks away that headshot. Great movement to get away from those punches. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Keep your head moving.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Bradley. Seconds to go in this round. Bradley's nose is now starting to bleed.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Yes, Oliver.
Keep it going! $2,000 government check to feed. I swam down, drinking, came up clean. With a new lease on life like Andy Dufresne. It's the most poetic and immaculate fidelity. Past 13 next year's rhapsody fidelity. I'm splitting Alice with the flames.
Relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. No need to get excited. You're doing fine.
It's a dream, it's a dream.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Not able to land the uppercut.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving around the ring.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Bradley. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. And a good counter by Bradley. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
Joe, it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
How about that? Another right hand. Nice block by Bradley.
Come on, back to the body.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
If I'm his opponent, I look at that eye and I say, that's the magic button. Keep going right there, touch it, touch it, touch it, and we could get a stoppage here.
Well, you're not wrong, but also it could work the other way to your detriment. You could be looking for that spot so much that now you're throwing one punch at a time. You're looking just for that. You're not doing the other things. You're not using the jab to set it up. You're not going to the body. And maybe you actually allow your opponent to survive longer because he could see that one shot coming. He could avoid that one shot.
All right, listen. You need to create more punches, man. Flip his punch and throw a straight right down the middle. Good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go downstairs and upstairs, okay?
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
You get the sense that we have a fight in front of us that's going to be fought this way right to the bitter end. go the full distance and be one of those fights that's greatly debated over.
Well, you hope they get it the right way, but it's very important that they don't act like fans. They being judges, where they're not just watching leather be thrown from all angles, they're watching real closely to see who's landing the punches, who's landing the most clean, effective blows.
And now they're trading blows.
Beat him to the punch.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Halfway through this round.
Keep working the body.
Bleeding from his cheek. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Done. Had in that round. Towards control. Next round. Let's visit. Nice.
Well, the ability to adapt, so important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder? There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Accurate counter punch by Bradley. On the mark, the counter punch by Bradley. Halfway through the 7th round. Fires right back at him. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle. It continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Seconds remaining in this round.
That was good. Keep that up if we have to. Keep your hands moving. Keep busy and you'll beat him to the punch.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut, nothing to worry about.
Get the compress on. Get the compress on that. Let's work on the swelling. Let's work on the swelling.
Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it. That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to wear you down and to have a great resolve and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
Use your feet.
Parries that punch away. Good combination to the head. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Good counter punch. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
You now, he says, right back with the left hand. A headshot blocked. Good defense, just covering up down low. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt. where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
All right. Let's work on that cut. Let's get on that sword. Get the compressor on that.
The 9th round is here. Blocks away that headshot. Turns over the hook after turning away his opponent's shot. Well-placed counterpunch by the professional. Strike after catching one by Bradley. Good block there by Bradley. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Once again to the head. The professional's got a real problem on his hands now, Teddy. I think the cut is actually worsening around his eye. He has to do a better job of watching out for that. Has to protect that eye.
Yeah, what he has to do now is give his corner man, his cut man, a chance for his work to be accomplished. In other words, there's been coagulants, chemicals put into that eye. Now the fighter has to move a little bit, be elusive, and allow those chemicals, those medicines to work.
A headshot blocked. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Work on that cut again. No, the cut's not. Don't worry about it. Listen, done.
And now they start round number 10. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counterpunch.
Yeah, you see the counterpunch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him, because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Keep working the jab.
Nice block by the professional. The professional's now battling two opponents. The guy standing opposite him trying to punch him, and his eyes swelling.
Yeah, he can't see what's coming at him right now.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Able to cover up that gut. Both men accurate with their hooks against each other. Good job protecting himself.
Keep working the body.
A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by the professional. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. No need to get excited. You're doing fine.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Bradley. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. And he returns on that exchange. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Blocked that time. It was intended to the head. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Good block there by Bradley. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Throws a counter punch there. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
We got this last round. Good. You do this, you say keep your hands up. You got that? Okay. Good.
And this is the final round. 12 rounds going at you. And this is the final round. Round number 12 coming at you. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Devastating blow by Bradley.
I think it has come to that point. He's behind on the cards. He's just got to be. Going to take a knockout to win this?
Yeah, I think so, and it's going to take a certain kind of attitude or strategy, a change in strategy. You go into the fights, you don't look for a knockout. You're looking to use your jab, you're looking to set up punches, you're looking to go rounds. Right now, he's got to find a way to get a knockout. Look for one punch. One big punch right now.
To go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. And we send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say.
The judges have reached a split decision. Your winner, the professional.
He's your winner, and he gets the nod by split decision.
He gets the nod, and I think he gets a gift.
For Teddy Atlas.